how's it going, all you guys and girls in the Illumination? Time to jump aboard the Loom Train. It's JJD, JJ Double J, the Illuminator here, the sweet one, also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames, but we won't get into that right now. When I was in high school, I don't know if they still do this or not, but it was something called a senior class trip. Probably a lot of us have done this. They might still do it. Um, we went to New York City for a senior class trip, and we stayed over the weekend. I believe it was I'm trying to think. We got there early in the morning. I believe it was only one night. Now that I'm remembering, it's only one night. We were there early in the morning on Saturday. Spent all day Saturday, slept over, and then we left Sunday night to come back home. Um, I went to a very small high school, small town high school, and there were only 31 of us that went to New York, which was almost everybody. Um, Looking back at it, they pretty much had to drag me kicking and screaming because I didn't want to go. I ended up having like the time of my life up until that point. It ended up being the best time. But my point is, one of the things I want to talk about, and I'm going to talk about different things that we did, but today I'm just going to talk about where we had supper on that first night. We went to some place, and I don't know how it was all organized. Um, I don't know how it was, the itinerary. It just seemed like it was all bing, bang, boom, and it was all over. But we went to a place in Chinatown. Now, I know a lot of places have a Chinatown. New York City, again, I don't remember much other than the fact that this place, we went up on a second floor of some restaurant, and the food was absolutely incredible, that I can remember of it. Problem was, I had this huge migraine headache, probably just from nerves, especially at the time. I don't get them from nerves as much. The older you get, sometimes the less you worry about, the things like that, because you got to go through it anyway. But at the time of being 17 years old, excuse me, at the time of being 17, I have this stupid allergy thing today, and I apologize. But um, being 17 years old, I was nervous about a lot of things about New York City. We went in April. It was very, very wet. I think it pretty much drizzled or rained the whole time we were there. Anyway, the food was absolutely incredible. And I know I've talked a lot about Chinese food and not really knowing a lot about Chinese food, especially back then. But let me tell you, what I can remember of this place was great service, great food, me not being able to eat much because if you know about migraine headaches, sometimes it upsets your stomach, so you're afraid to eat because a lot of people with migraine headaches, you might end up throwing up. And that was me definitely back then. So, by the time I got back to the hotel, I did. But regardless, that Chinatown experience is something that I always said I would love to have something like that again because you don't know about regular Chinese food places. Sometimes, some of these places, it might be like authentic American Chinese food, and sometimes it's not. We know it's not food like from China because food in China is not like the American Chinese food restaurants. You can look that up anywhere. But just what an experience. I look back at it now and say, I wish I had more memories of it, but just being so not feeling well. Anyway, that's the story I wanted to share with you today about my trip to New York City in high school. And I will talk about other things in other videos and make this like a little mini series, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what develops. I hope you're doing well. I'm off to the races. I love you all. Stay safe. Have a good rest of the day. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back.
Sorry, we're all out of porridge.
Oh, come on. Why?